G'day viewers, and welcome to, sort of sunny, bit cold Australia. It's winter here at the moment. This is my maybe silly idea for the Model A Ford roof. It's a four-door sedan, so the roof is quite flat, and I'll have to replace the vinyl on the roof after I've resprayed the roof. So I've seen a lot of videos where people, when they're replacing the vinyl, to nail it into place roughly, and then re-stretch it again and nail it again, and sometimes the third time pull it out and nail it again. I thought that seems like a lot of mucking around and putting extra holes in the vinyl possibly. So my idea was to make some sort of thing to stretch the vinyl out like a trampoline, and lower the vinyl onto the roof with I'll already put a bead of sealant around the where the nail holes go in the roof, and then lower this in place and nail it in place once. So don't know if this will work or not, but I just got these timbers are just from a packing crate at my local sheet metal place nearby in Australia, and I've just used a wad punch to punch holes out every sort of hand space apart, and used tomato stakes to pull the vinyl out, and just some shock cord from the local Bunnings hardware, which is like, I don't know, Lowe's or something in America. And I just cut the shock cord into equal lengths, and I made the timber frame about 150 millimeters all around, which is 6 inches all around, larger than the piece of vinyl. I obviously got the vinyl. The local upholsterer, I got him to sew a pocket all around the vinyl. So my plan is to leave it on this stretched out for a day or two, and then turn it upside down, obviously, put sealant around the rim of the roof where the nails go, and then put this frame onto my hoist, or lift as you guys call them, and then lower it down onto the roof of the car and nail it once. So wish me luck. I'll see how it goes, and then obviously trim it off later on and throw the little edges away, and yeah, I'll see how it goes. Catch you later. Okay, there you go. It's all stretched out on the trampoline frame that I made. As you can see, it's quite tight, so hopefully that'll make it a bit easier to keep it tight while I nail it across the roof. Okay, I've got the car rolled in underneath the vinyl on its trampoline frame. It's only just roughly in position. I did a dry run, lowering the hoist, and yeah, it works fine. Lowers right down to the roof. Hopefully I'll be able to feel the nail holes in the roof when I go to nail it down. But yeah, it seems to lower down and conform to the shape of the roof with the shock cord stretching around on it. And I'll be able to roll the car out, put a heater underneath the vinyl to warm it up so it's fully stretched, then put some sealant on the roof of the car, roll it back into the same spot, and lower it down and start nailing. So wish me luck. So I've had this vinyl stretched on the frame for a few days now while I've done other things to the car, and I'm about to lift it up. I've had heaters going on it to get the vinyl nice and hot, and about to raise it up on the hoist. I've got all the sealant around the edge with some tape and some new cotton wadding, and about to see if I make a mess of this. And here we go, lowering the hoist onto the roof. Yep, all looking good. and that'll do it. The weight of the jig is sitting on the roof, and I'll start nailing it down. I've nearly got it all nailed down now, all around the perimeter. What I did, I removed the bracing that I had across the middle and the other corner brace as I went along, so then I could get to these other holes that were hidden underneath there. And what I found a good technique to find the nail slots is just get a screwdriver and go along, and you can push it, and you can see the little imprint of where the nail slot is, and then just put the nail in there. All right, so far it's a success. I hope you can hear me now. It's raining on the roof, but yeah, that's it all. The jig removed, and I've just roughly cut around the edge of the vinyl. So I stuck this tape at the distance where I wanted to cut the vinyl. So all I'm going to do now is put another row of tape along here with the edges both together, and then I'll know where to cut along here. And then I can put the welting on. So the original plan was to put tape along the top of the vinyl here and match the edges up with this one here, and then I'll know where the edge of that tape comes to and that's where the sealant should stop in theory once I pull the tape up. But what I've found is easier is to just have one of these box cutter knives and just have the blade extended by a couple of notches on it. And I put the blade not so much that it's touching the tape, just slightly off the tape, and I go along with my right hand and lift it, and as you lift it, and I just make the blade go just outside of the nail, and it seems to cut it off fine. So it makes it a little bit easier than messing about trying to line up bits of tape and stuff like that. So getting there. Well, there you go, finally finished. It took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. The actual putting the vinyl on was the easy bit after all, after using the jig that I made. But yeah, sealing everywhere, sealing every nail head. Then like I already put sealant on before I nailed the vinyl on, and then I went and put sealant over the top of every nail head, and then sealed the edge of the vinyl, like taped it all up, sealed it again, and then put the welting on top. So hopefully it won't leak and it will last another 30 years like the previous one did. Probably even longer, this one, because it will spend most of its life inside in the time that I own it. So there you go. Big job. I'll catch you later.